Hello angels, welcome back, and this video is all about making 2025 your year. Because answer me honestly here, have you ever felt like you're just living the same year over and over again? Promising yourself that this year, this is the year where everything changes for you. The year that you finally reach your goals, step into your power, and unleash the biggest, boldest version of you to date. If that sounds familiar, then I hear you, I see you, I feel you. And let me tell you, enough is enough. So this video today is all about unleashing that potential that is already within you, breaking the cycle of the same year, same story, and also planning these next 12 months so that we can ensure that the things on your vision board actually accumulate into your reality. If you're over wishing and hoping for the best and actually ready to create it for your goddamn self, then let's get into it. Okay, first things first is crystal clarity. Because how can anyone go anywhere if they don't know where they're going? Setting vague instructions, setting vague intentions are only going to lead you to vague results. So I want you to get really specific. What is your career goal for 2025? What is your relationship goal for 2025? Your health, your wealth, your overall lifestyle goal for 2025? How do you want to change your life? What transformation do you want to go on? How does it feel? How does it look? How different is it to your current circumstances? How are you showing up? What version of you is showing up in 2025? How does he or she act? What do they do with their time? What habits do they have? What food do they eat? How do they celebrate themselves in every win? And this can be so much fun to do. Like, get so specific, get so detailed that you paint such a clear image for the universe and for yourself. Just get really clear on what it is that you actually want to experience in this next year. Because when you are clear about what it is that you want, your thoughts, your energy, and your actions tend to naturally align with that goal. It's like telling the universe or your subconscious mind, like, hey, I'm ready. Let's make this goddamn happen. And science backs that up, especially with your RAS, your reticular activating system, which is your brain's filter. Therefore, if you're crystal clear on exactly what it is that you want for yourself in this next upcoming year, it's like handing your brain clear instructions on what to focus on. And it will. It's going to start noticing opportunities that was always there, just you weren't aligned before to notice them. It's going to start noticing connections and resources that align with the desires you're saying you want for yourself. It's basically starting to collect all this data from the outside world and giving you stepping stones along this pathway to get to where you want to be. And the clearer you are, the faster you and the universe can get to work on this. Therefore, the faster you get to live that. So be so crystal clear on the intention for this year and the direction for this year. Okay, next step, which is think 10x, not 2x. So I am a huge fan of the book 10x is easier than 2x, which, to sum it up really briefly, basically is asking you to challenge yourself to think bigger, to dream bigger. Because why be realistic when it takes the exact same energy if it's a big goal or a small goal? So I'm asking you, when you're writing down this next year in front of you, set a really big, juicy goal, like a really unrealistic, so far out of the way goal. Even if it feels so far out of reach right now, that's fine, because we're going to break down this massive goal into these stepping stones, which again gives you your action plan on how to get there. Because you wouldn't believe, when you aim a lot higher, your subconscious mind, your higher self, is going to kick into gear. You're going to start noticing what actually isn't really worth your time right now. The small things that really don't matter, the things that are not worth your energy or your effort right now, because it doesn't align to that big goal, that overall goal that you want for yourself. You're just getting rid of all the fluff that you don't actually need to do. You're going to be able to quickly step into a new alignment, into a better focus for this bigger goal. And essentially, it's going to have you working smarter rather than harder to get there. And hey, if you want this year to be a big transformation, then please, for the love of God, don't limit yourself to what you think you can achieve or how much the universe can literally transform your life in that period of time. Because at the end of the day, it's always just us who limits ourselves the most. It's our program that limits us to the level at which we can transform in these next 12 months, in any period of time. Okay, the next step is build the life that you see for yourself. Because as much as manifestation is a lifestyle, I'm not asking you to be overly obsessive with your 2-hour morning routine or thinking about what it is that you want for yourself 24/7. It's about building a lifestyle that aligns with the vision that you want for yourself and the version of you that has that already. So ask yourself, what habits do you need to begin? What small steps can you take daily to get you there so much faster? What can you do mentally, spiritually, and physically to get you to that position of the version of you that already achieves all that? And ask yourself, who am I becoming in this process? What is to be expected on this journey of becoming? To create the year ahead, you need to be able to step into the version of you that can handle that can maintain that feels safe safety in having that. And that's going to require commitment on your behalf. It's about being committed to the life that you want for yourself over your old, outdated programming that's gonna try and call you back and keep you in the same old loop and the cycle that we've been trying to break. So this is where you need to make the promise to yourself to show up for the future version of you more so than the past version of you. Okay, next step, which is reprogram your normal. Because right now your goals definitely feel a lot bigger than your current circumstances, your current normal. They probably feel unsafe, they definitely feel unfamiliar, and most likely also uncertain because they don't fit your normal programming. A lot of us have all these desires that we have not even yet witnessed someone else in our close circle go on to achieve for themselves, let alone have experience in our own past of this. And here's the thing, we're manifesting 24/7, but we're manifesting our normal, what our subconscious mind deems as normal. Therefore, I've said it before, and I'm saying it again, we need to normalize these desires that we want for ourselves. This year ahead, the plans that we have, the goals we want to achieve for ourselves, we need to normalize them. Take them off the pedestal. Stop seeing them as this huge, amazing thing to accomplish. And I know that's easier said than done, trust me. So one of the best ways we can do this is through repeated exposure. Whether that's you journaling every day and scripting the year ahead that you have for yourself. You don't have to do it every day. It could be every now and then. It could be through visualization. It could even be you recording your year ahead on a voice note on your phone and listening to it every single day without even consciously paying attention because your subconscious is listening. Putting yourself in new environments that fit the future you more than the past you. Surround yourself with people that you know, again, fit the future version of you and not the past version of you. Because the more you dive in to repeated exposure of the version of you that you want to go on to become and the life that you want to go on to live, the more your subconscious is going to start feeling familiar with this and it's going to start accepting this. Now, this is not impossible. Repetition is literally the blueprint to programming a human. If you repeat it enough times, the subconscious is going to accept it. Okay, next step, embracing the test. Listen, I'm not going to be naive. Life is going to test you. And if you want to expand and transform who you are and the life you live, life is definitely going to test you. Now, these tests are not punishments. They are opportunities. They are showing up into your reality to see if you really mean what you say you mean, that you're really ready to align yourself with what it is that you want for yourself. Now, no one feels 100% ready for anything. So fear is going to come up. Uncertainty is going to come up. And that feeling of not being safe is absolutely going to come up because it's new. It's unfamiliar. It's completely new territory for most of us. And our brains are wired to chase the familiar, even if it's not what we actually want for ourselves. But here's the truth. You've overcome so much in your life up until this point. You have proven to yourself that you are capable of incredible things time and time again. Therefore, you can do it again. So I'm asking you to commit to these next 12 months, not just as another year, but a year where you are truly ready and open to receiving transformation. The year that you make a promise to yourself that you're gonna push yourself. A year where you're gonna show yourself just how goddamn capable you are, how powerful, how worthy you are. It may even be the hardest year of your life, but you're committing to yourself, to this vision, to that desire. You are promising that you're gonna get it done. You may have to be more disciplined, but your perspective in this is everything. If you see this as you doing this for growth, for expansion, to get to that version of you, you know you've been hiding and dimming the light on. Then the hard times, the disciplined times, the rough times, they're all part of the bigger picture of this incredible year that you're going to have. Okay, so last step, and this is a bit more of a guilty pleasure and something that I like to do, but I just think it's a really sweet and loving thing to do for yourself. And that is say hello to your future self. Now, I'm a huge fan of writing future me a letter or filming a video of me to my future self. I like to film these videos and write these scripts as if I'm asking my future self how the year went. Did we accomplish this? Did we do that? Did this finally work out for us? Did we finally manifest that incredible thing we've been trying? Where did you go this year? Who did you meet this year? What amazing stories do you have from this year? What challenges have you overcome? How have you grown? And it's really nice to get to the end of the year and watch that back or read that back to yourself and have that moment of really realizing how much you actually did in that 12 months. Because as humans, we're so quick to notice all the setbacks and the failures and really ingrain that into our memories. But there's so much little things that you've probably done this year yourself that version of you maybe wouldn't have done for themselves. So it's nice to celebrate the big stuff along with the small, tiny things too. And honestly, watching that back or reading that back may be one of the most powerful moments of your year, because essentially this version of you right now is the one building that version. And it's good to look back and say, we did it. Angel, you are so much closer to that life that you want for yourself than you think. Like, please do not underestimate fucking quickly the universe works in your favor when you really get clear on what it is that you want and you really show up and embody that version of you already. And trust the process. Even when everything feels like it's crumbling down, trust that everything is always aligning for what you want, what you ask for. All these moments are just little dots, and soon one day when you look back, you'll be able to connect them all and make sense of it all because you'll have the bigger picture. Because 12 months from now, you're gonna look back and be so friggin' proud of the person that you became. So if this resonated with you, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. You've got this. I believe in you. May you have the most incredible, transformative, magnetic, miracle-making 2025. I'll see you soon.